Hello everyone and welcome to my General Hospital Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Elizabeth is the target of Cyrus. Jason demanded that Cyrus remove his hands off Danny as soon as he barged into Charlie's. "You touch my son again and they will never find your body," Jason said. As Jason grabbed Danny's shoulder and escorted him out of the bar, Cyrus said he understood. Kai took matters into his own hands and told Cyrus he had to leave when Trina told him that Cyrus had previously shot Curtis and held her prisoner. Before he and his brother left, Marty made an effort to defuse the situation. Kai said that he did it for her when Trina thanked him for getting rid of Cyrus. He was astounded at Trina's composure. Isaiah and Christina talked about the event at the pub, but as usual, the conversation veered toward Christina. Working with Lucky felt like a full circle when Christina told Isaiah about Sunny and Luke's previous club ownership. She also explained to him why she detested Ava so much, and how she almost punched her earlier in the day. Strangely, Isaiah appeared to be listening to anything Christina had to say. At the opposite end of the bar, Liz and Lucky pondered why Gen Z was sabotaging their attempt to defeat Cyrus. Danny was the second person to confront him after Jocelyn. Outside, Cyrus resisted Marty's attempts to persuade him to file a harassment complaint against Jason, stating that he had already experienced enough violence in his life. "Now I'm choosing peace and so should you, brother," Cyrus stated coolly. Liz stayed behind as Lucky cleaned up after Charlie's closed. Cyrus stared through the glass as Lucky and Liz danced once more in an empty Charlie's pub to the tune they had danced to in her living room. Regarding Jason, he brought Danny back to the Quartermains and spent a considerable amount of time in the kitchen conversing with his kid. Danny didn't care when Jason branded him reckless for going up to Cyrus. "I know I shouldn't have gotten in his face like that, but I was so mad that I just lost it," said Danny. Jason told his son that as he ages, he must learn to regulate his behavior and temper. At that moment, Sasha entered and expressed her happiness that Danny was safe at home. Sasha was requested to stay by Jason. "I think we should talk to Danny together," he replied. Danny was led out onto the patio by Sasha and Jason. When Jason informed Danny that Sasha was expecting, Danny assumed Jason was the father right away. For the time being, they had to convince everyone that he was, even if Sasha reassured Danny that he wasn't. The only question Danny had was, who's the real dad? Danny was impressed that Jason was assisting a friend the way his mother would have, and he took it all in stride when Sasha refused to tell him. Jason declared his departure as Danny returned inside the house. He was stopped by Sasha. "If you're on your way to see Cyrus, don't. That is the worst thing you can do for your son," she stated. Sasha brought up Danny's intense admiration for Jason. She cautioned him, "If you kill Cyrus, you're throwing that all away. Ask yourself what's important. Revenge? Or your son's love and respect?" she said. Lulu was amazed to find a Spencer behind the counter at Bobby's while Jocelyn tended to patrons. Aunt Bobby told stories about their Aunt Ruby, and Lulu regaled Jocelyn with anecdotes about her father. When the space was empty, Jocelyn acknowledged that she could sense her grandmother's presence. Chase asked the PCPD interrogation room super about Cyrus' apartment complex. The super informed Chase that he had just given Cyrus' flat to a young blonde female. When Dante, who was meant to be on leave, wandered into the PCPD, Anna was taken aback. Anna resisted Dante's pleas for her to provide him with any information she could concerning Sam's case. Just before Chase informed Anna about the blonde Caucasian female, who had been staying at Cyrus' apartment the previous week, Dante left. Knowing it had to be Jocelyn, an enraged Anna insisted Chase bring her in. Chase did that. He strode inside Bobby's and demanded that Jocelyn accompany him to the station. Anna remarked on Jocelyn's hectic schedule, as Chase led her into the questioning room. She and Cyrus were merely volunteers at the redemption mission after all. Jocelyn pretended to be stupid until Anna informed her that the super had recognized one of her photos. Joss was cautioned by Anna that her actions constituted fraud and criminal trespassing, and that she would be killed if she continued to play amateur detective. Like a typical Carly, Jocelyn sat there and smugly inquired if she may leave or whether she needed to contact Diane. Anna advised the girl to call Diane since she was appalled by her attitude. "I'm arresting you for trespassing, for your own damn good," she said. Chase requested a private conversation with Jocelyn. He acknowledged her love for Dex and reassured her that the police would carry out their duty and take him into custody as soon as they had sufficient proof. Marty came up to her after she had left Joss and Chase to speak, and he insisted that she arrest Jason for threatening to kill Cyrus in a packed bar. The preferential treatment Jason received from Anna infuriated him. Lulu took Jocelyn's place back at Bobby's and worked herself into the ground serving patrons. When Dante happened by and seen the mayhem, he intervened and offered assistance. He even extinguished a kitchen toaster fire. Everything made Dante and Lulu laugh, and Dante acknowledged that he hadn't laughed since Sam passed away. Gio and Emma soon entered to distribute flyers for their fundraiser. After remarking on Joe's eyelashes, Emma saw that Dante's eyelashes were comparable. Carly and Jack entered the Brown Dog as Maxie and Lucas were having a fun-filled cousins' night out. Fearing his sister was making a mistake, Lucas fixed his gaze on them. Maxie made an effort to divert Lucas' attention from Carly's love life to his own, or lack thereof. Maxie was informed by Lucas that he wasn't prepared to date. "I had a family and one great love, but it ended," he stated. Maxie noted that Lucas could have that again because he was still alive. Lucas questioned whether love and a family were even in his destiny. Maxie simply wanted Lucas to take things slowly and go out to dinner with someone. Jack's ability to rough it at a dive bar was something Carly wanted to test. Jack stated, "It's never the location, it's the company," with a gleam in his eye. But Jack saw Lucas giving him the stink eye. Carly told Jack that everyone around her, including Lucas, had told her to avoid Jack. "But I make my own decisions." Lucas made it a point to interrupt Jack and Carly at that very moment, even though Jack acknowledged that a coworker had cautioned him not to approach Carly too closely. "When Jack wants someone, there is nobody who can stop me." Jack walked to the bar to have a conversation with Carly and Lucas. Jack was aware of Maxie's identity, but she made it her mission to identify herself. "Frisco's daughter, Mariah Maximilia Jones," he stated. Maxie understood how WSB agents sometimes ruin relationships, so she told Jack to avoid Carly. Carly reassured Lucas that Jack was a good fit for her back at the table. Nina prepared to inform Willow that she and Drew had shared a bed at the Port Charles Grill. Tracy arrived before she could finish speaking, and she was happy to learn that Willow was comfortable at her mother's house. "How nice. All the better to commit adultery with, my dear," Tracy sighed. Willow quickly shifted responsibility for her action. "Don't blame me for taking the kids away from Monica." "That's on you," Willow replied. Tracy pleaded with me to disagree. "No, it's your unwillingness to keep Drew off the property and out of your bed that's to blame," Tracy replied. Going one step further, Tracy insisted that Willow remove her engagement ring, which had belonged to Lila, Tracy's mother. Tracy was pulled from Nina and Willow's table by Alexis, who entered just in time. Tracy's statement somewhat unsettled Willow. Willow bemoaned, "Everywhere I go, someone is either mad at me or yelling at me. Willow should let it fall off her shoulders," Nina said. Willow sobbed as she abruptly turned on the waterworks. "Sometimes I have to wonder if what people are saying about me is true. It's getting harder not to think of myself as a horrible person," she said. Willow was reassured by Nina that she was a good-hearted and caring woman. "Promise me this, that you're not going to let any of these people change the way that you see yourself," she continued. Willow's statement that there was a bright side to this crazy scenario moved Nina. "You and I have gotten closer, and for the first time in my life, I feel like I truly have a mother," she stated. When Tracy entered, Willow inquired as to what Nina was attempting to express, but Nina dismissed it as unimportant. Willow believed that Nina was at last relating to Drew in the same way that she did. Tracy was seated at the next table by Alexis, who instructed her to fire Willow. Tracy saw nothing wrong with requesting the return of her mother's ring. In order to prevent Drew from moving with Willow and taking Scout with them, Alexis advised Tracy to calm down. After falsely accusing Alexis of driving under the influence a few years ago, Alexis reminded Tracy that she owed her money. At last, Tracy consented to keep her observations private. John Lindstrom of General Hospital and Katie McLean, a legend of the soap opera, joined Beyond the Gates. According to previews for Beyond the Gates, the gated community of Fairmont Crest is set to expand. That's because the new soap opera just revealed that Katie McLean, who is famous from All My Children and Days of Our Lives, and John Lindstrom, who is best known for his roles in General Hospital and Port Charles, have officially joined the cast. Lindstrom will portray Joey Armstrong, a casino owner and businessman, while McClane will portray Danny Dupree's longtime friend Pamela Curtis. The statement was made at a press conference for the soap opera's premiere, which is scheduled for Monday, February 24th at 2 p.m., approximately 1 week from now. ET on CBS. Michelle Valjean, the creator, head writer and executive producer of BTG, said she had been chomping at the bit to introduce the newest cast members because she was so thrilled. She also said that it is an honor to present the new soap opera to McClane and Lindstrom, who she considers to be two of her most favorite people on the planet, in addition to being soap superstars. Speaking briefly about his new character Joey, Lindstrom said that he came from the other side of the tracks, battled his way up, and has never lost his charm. Lindstrom tells everyone that Joey doesn't like trouble, and that Joey does own a casino where patrons can get into a lot of trouble. Working on BTG excites McClane, who says she's thrilled to be a part of the incredible cast and this fantastic new soap opera. She also mentions that she had the opportunity to work with Mosley on a project in which the two characters go into some sort of trouble, but that was all she had to say. Although Lindstrom and McClane's initial air dates have not yet been disclosed, McClane will be present for Danny when her ex-husband, Bill Hamilton, marries Haley Lawson, the mistress who ended their marriage. Lindstrom is acknowledged during the soap opera's 13th episode, which was filmed in early December, whereas this is billed as BTG's 5th episode, which was shot in early November. McClane has a lengthy soap opera career, having portrayed Kelly Andrews on The Young and the Restless, Day's Jennifer Horton Devereaux, AMC's Dixie Cooney, and Rosanna Cabot on As the World Turns. She was the first woman to win a Daytime Emmy for 3 distinct characters on 3 different shows, and she has won 3 over her soap opera career. Lindstrom plays Kevin Collins in GH, where he presently has a recurrent role. In 1992, he made his soap opera debut as the brother of psychopath Ryan Chamberlain. Lindstrom left GH in 1995, although he was a member of the cast of GH's spin-off program, Port Charles, which began in 1997 and ran until its cancellation in 2003. Alongside McClane, Lindstrom made appearances on ATWT over the years. He has been nominated for 4 Daytime Emmys throughout his tenure on the soap operas. Given that soap opera fans now know that some of their longtime favorites will also be featured in this groundbreaking daytime drama, Beyond the Gates spoilers indicate that the excitement for the premiere episode is only going to grow. Christina's audacious action against Ava. According to General Hospital spoilers and updates, Christina Corinthos Davis is seeking retribution for her strong, pent-up fury toward Ava Jerome. Elizabeth Baldwin was clearly concerned when Christina reacted in rage after Ava's unexpected ambush in the park and her blatant attempt to kidnap Avery Corinthos. Ava should lose her baby because Christina lost hers. After experiencing heartache over her own daughter, Christina has made the startling decision that Ava will not have her kid either. To be clear, though, as she is not Avery's parent, Christina has no influence over her life. Although Christina's intense protectiveness as a sister is understandable, her actions appear to be motivated more by unresolved grief over her loss than by sincere care for Ava. Despite her imperfections, Ava is unquestionably a loving mother who loves Avery. Now that Natalia Ramirez is pressuring Sonny Corinthos to talk to Ava, an amicable custody settlement may finally be possible. Everyone would benefit from peace. If all the fighting would only end, Avery would gain a great deal, and Sonny's heart would also be a lot happier. However, Christina is still unaware about Sonny's cardiac condition, and it's unlikely that she would alter her position on this custody dispute anyhow. Disappointed with the court's lack of justice, Christina is now determined to use other methods to exact revenge on Ava. But what if Christina's most recent plan fails and Ava and Sonny end up sharing custody? Could that be the turning point for Christina, leading her to pursue even more sinister and desperate forms of retaliation? Christina might lose it and lose her mind. Christina is on the verge of losing control and going crazy depending on how things turn out. She is clearly still dealing with the trauma from that hotel window event, and she is blaming Ava for everything in order to vent her rage. According to teasers, Christina is in dire need of mental health treatment since she hasn't dealt with her loss and is consumed by her drive for vengeance. Will she seek it out before Ava suffers the consequences? It might drive her over the edge and cause her to make a disastrous choice if she finds out that Sunny won't punish Ava by keeping Avery away from her. Keep a lookout for information that could indicate problems for Ava, as our predictions for future episodes indicate that Christina may take some dramatic measures. Brother against brother. New Valentine beginnings. Danger Zone. The week of Monday, February 17, Friday, February 21's General Hospital teasers and updates hint at danger zones. Fresh Valentine's Day starts, and brother versus brother. Drew Quartermaine and Jason Morgan square off. Trina Robinson has a new Valentine's Day beginning, and Cyrus Renault's target's danger zone grows. Zone of danger. Max disappointed. On Monday, February 17th, Cyrus prepares to launch another attack, and since he has already given some people in Port Charles the gaze of death, the danger zone grows. Disappointed, Max Scorpio asks Anna Devane of the PCPD why she is detaining Jason Morgan for questioning. In order to prevent him from killing Cyrus, she suggests it. Elizabeth Baldwin and Lucky Spencer keep her informed about their efforts to track down the Digitalis killer. Sonny Corinthos and Carly Spencer have a debriefing now that he's back in Port Charles, and she wants to hear the truth. Willow Corinthos discovers something unwanted elsewhere. Romantic gestures and new Valentine's Day beginnings. On Tuesday, February 18th, Trina and Kai Taylor celebrate Valentine's Day together, giving her a fresh start. Meanwhile, romantic overtures from Harrison Chase to Brooke Lynn Chase are being made all around Port Charles. In another scene, Maxie Jones acts as a matchmaker as Jack Brennan surprised Carly with a Valentine's Day bouquet. Even though she is now very certain that Jason is the Digitalis killer, Anna still begs him not to pursue Cyrus because she fears he will take him out. Insightful discussions. Tension increases between two old friends. On Wednesday, February 19th, tension between two old friends increases as Dante Falconeri and Lulu Spencer have an insightful talk. Drew and Curtis Ashford are becoming more and more targeted by one another. It's possible that Drew believes Curtis is not who he believes him to be. Willow is caught off guard in another scene. Will she discover that Drew and Nina Reeves were in love, and not from Nina, or may things turn out differently? Chase will confess in the interim. Who will he tell and what will he disclose? There will be an interruption for Carly and Brennan elsewhere. Is it vital WSB business or something else? Important choices, life-saving actions. On Thursday, February 20th, Jason makes a crucial choice while Isaiah Gannon and Portia Robinson, presumably at the hospital, try to save a life. Despite all of their precautions, it appears that Cyrus may have struck again. Who is it this time, or was he the target of an attack? Laura Collins receives startling news that might or might not be related to this circumstance. In another scene, Brooke Lynn confronts her worries. Could Chase have been harmed? Or are they connected to something else? Jordan Ashford plans in the interim, most likely regarding the Jen Sidwell predicament. Damage control. Brother against brother. Jason and Drew square off on Friday, February 21st. This is definitely about Willow's predicament and the kids' safety. Does Brennan's damage control work elsewhere relate to his and Carly's earlier interruption? Meanwhile, Anna tells Dante some important news. Is the Cyrus crisis over? Sasha Corbin confesses as well. Lulu is stunned elsewhere. General Hospital's John Lindstrom joins Beyond the Gates, along with soap legend Katie McLean. The world of daytime television is buzzing with excitement as two beloved soap opera veterans, John Lindstrom and Katie McLean, have been confirmed to join the cast of Beyond the Gates, an upcoming thriller series that is set to captivate audiences with its suspenseful storytelling and compelling performances. John Lindstrom, best known for his role as Dr. Kevin Collins on General Hospital, has long been a fan favorite, earning praise for his dual portrayal of the psychotic Ryan Chamberlain, Kevin's evil twin. With decades of experience in the entertainment industry, Lindstrom has demonstrated his range as an actor, excelling in both daytime drama and primetime television. His addition to Beyond the Gates promises to bring a depth of character and intrigue that will elevate the series to new heights. Katie McLean, a three-time Daytime Emmy Award-winning actress, is no stranger to soap fans, having portrayed iconic roles such as Dixie Cooney on All My Children, Rosanna Cabot on As the World Turns, and Jennifer Horton on Days of Our Lives. Her ability to bring emotional depth and authenticity to every role she plays makes her an outstanding choice for this new project. Fans eagerly anticipate how McLean's presence in Beyond the Gates will contribute to the show's rich narrative. What we know about Beyond the Gates. While details about the series remain under wraps, early reports suggest that Beyond the Gates will be a psychological thriller with elements of mystery and suspense. The show's creators have hinted at a gripping storyline that will keep viewers on the edge of their seats, combining elements of classic noir with modern storytelling techniques. The inclusion of John Lindstrom and Katie McLean in the cast indicates that the project aims for top-tier performances and strong character development. Given their experience in portraying complex characters, both actors are expected to bring a level of nuance and intensity that will enhance the show's dramatic impact. John Lindstrom's expanding career. Lindstrom's career has been marked by versatility. While he is widely recognized for his roles in daytime dramas, he has also appeared in numerous primetime series, including Castle, True Detective, and NCIS. His work as a director and writer further showcases his multifaceted talent in the entertainment industry. In recent years, Lindstrom has been involved in independent films and theater productions, proving that his acting skills extend beyond the soap opera world. His performance in Beyond the Gates is highly anticipated, as fans expect him to bring the same depth and charisma that have made him a standout in every role he has taken on. Katie McLean's legacy in daytime and beyond. Katie McLean's contributions to the soap opera world have been nothing short of legendary. Her ability to embody strong, multi-dimensional characters has earned her a loyal fan base. Beyond her work in daytime television, McLean has also worked as a director, writer, and producer, expanding her influence in the entertainment industry. McLean has spoken openly about her passion for storytelling, whether on screen or behind the scenes. With Beyond the Gates, she has an opportunity to once again showcase her exceptional talent, and fans are eager to see how she will leave her mark on this new series. What to expect from Beyond the Gates? With a star-studded cast that includes two of soap opera's most respected veterans, Beyond the Gates is poised to be a must-watch series. The show's production team has emphasized that it will offer intricate character arcs, unexpected twists, and a deeply engaging plotline that will resonate with audiences. Both Lindstrom and McLean have built their careers on delivering powerful performances, and their involvement in Beyond the Gates suggests that viewers can expect an emotionally charged and thrilling experience. While details about their characters remain undisclosed, speculation is already growing about the types of roles they will take on in this enigmatic new project. The impact on soap fans. For longtime soap opera fans, the news of Lindstrom and McLean's involvement in Beyond the Gates is particularly exciting. Many viewers have followed their careers for decades and appreciate the depth and dedication they bring to their performances. Seeing these two seasoned actors step into a fresh, intriguing narrative outside of their traditional soap roles adds an extra layer of anticipation. Soap opera actors often transition into different genres successfully, thanks to their ability to handle intense drama and layered storytelling. Given the complex emotional landscapes they have navigated in their respective daytime roles, both Lindstrom and McLean are well equipped to deliver standout performances in a psychological thriller setting. When will Beyond the Gates premiere? While no official release date has been announced, production on Beyond the Gates is expected to commence in the coming months. The project is already generating considerable buzz, and as more details emerge, anticipation is sure to grow. Industry insiders predict that the series could premiere within the next year, giving fans plenty of time to speculate about its storyline and characters. Final thoughts. The addition of John Lindstrom and Katie McLean to Beyond the Gates is a significant development that has generated excitement across the entertainment industry. Their experience, talent, and strong fan followings make them ideal choices for a project that promises to deliver suspense, drama, and mystery. As fans eagerly await more details, one thing is certain. Beyond the Gates has the potential to be a standout thriller that will not only attract loyal soap viewers, but also draw in a broader audience looking for high-quality storytelling and compelling performances. With Lindstrom and McLean leading the charge, this series is shaping up to be an unforgettable viewing experience. Cyrus, a character of enigmatic origins and formidable ambition, sets his sights on Elizabeth, a woman whose presence in his life represents more than just a fleeting fascination. Elizabeth, with her grace, intelligence, and unyielding spirit, becomes the focal point of Cyrus's desires, not merely as an object of affection but as a symbol of something greater, perhaps power, validation, or even redemption. Their dynamic is fraught with tension, as Cyrus's pursuit of Elizabeth is not driven by love in its purest form, but by a complex interplay of obsession, strategy, and a yearning to possess what he perceives as unattainable. Elizabeth, on the other hand, is no passive participant in this unfolding drama. She is acutely aware of Cyrus's intentions and navigates his advances with a mixture of caution and curiosity, understanding that his interest in her could be both a blessing and a curse. As the story unfolds, the relationship between Cyrus and Elizabeth becomes a battleground of wills, where emotions are weaponized, and every interaction is a calculated move in a high-stakes game of power and desire. Cyrus's fascination with Elizabeth is rooted in her duality. She is both a figure of elegance and a force of resilience. To him, she represents a challenge, a puzzle to be solved, and a prize to be won. His pursuit of her is not merely romantic, it is a reflection of his own insecurities and ambitions. Cyrus, a man accustomed to getting what he wants, finds himself unnerved by Elizabeth's ability to resist his charms and maintain her independence. This resistance only fuels his determination to conquer her, not out of genuine affection, but as a means to assert his dominance and validate his self-worth. Elizabeth, however, is not easily swayed. She recognizes the danger in Cyrus's obsession and understands that yielding to his advances could mean losing herself in the process. Yet, there is a part of her that is intrigued by the intensity of his focus, the way he seems to see her in a way that no one else does. This internal conflict forms the crux of their relationship, as Elizabeth struggles to reconcile her attraction to Cyrus with her instinct for self-preservation. The setting in which Cyrus and Elizabeth's story unfolds is one of opulence and intrigue, a world where power dynamics are constantly shifting, and alliances are forged and broken with alarming frequency. It is within this volatile environment that Cyrus's pursuit of Elizabeth takes on a heightened significance. To him, winning her over is not just a personal triumph, but a strategic move that could solidify his position in this cutthroat world. Elizabeth, however, is not a pawn to be moved at will. She is a player in her own right, with her own ambitions and secrets. As Cyrus's advances become more overt, Elizabeth must decide how much of herself she is willing to risk in this dangerous game. Will she allow herself to be drawn into Cyrus's orbit, or will she find a way to outmaneuver him and emerge unscathed? The tension between Cyrus and Elizabeth is further complicated by the presence of other characters who have a vested interest in their relationship. These individuals, whether allies or adversaries, add layers of complexity to the narrative, as their actions and motivations influence the course of events. Some may seek to exploit Cyrus's obsession with Elizabeth for their own gain, while others may try to protect her from his advances. Regardless of their intentions, their involvement serves to heighten the stakes and deepen the intrigue surrounding Cyrus and Elizabeth's relationship. As the story progresses, it becomes clear that their connection is not just a private matter, but one that has far-reaching implications for everyone involved. Cyrus's pursuit of Elizabeth is marked by a series of calculated gestures and grand displays of affection, each designed to wear down her defenses and draw her closer to him. He showers her with gifts, orchestrates elaborate encounters, and uses his considerable charm to create an illusion of intimacy. Yet, beneath the surface of these romantic overtures lies a more sinister intent. Cyrus's actions are not driven by a desire to understand or connect with Elizabeth on a deeper level, but by a need to possess and control her. This underlying motive is not lost on Elizabeth, who remains wary of his intentions even as she finds herself drawn to him. Her internal struggle is a central theme of the narrative, as she grapples with the conflicting emotions that Cyrus evokes in her. On one hand, she is flattered by his attention and intrigued by the intensity of his feelings. On the other hand, she is acutely aware of the danger that comes with allowing herself to be ensnared by his obsession. As the story unfolds, the power dynamics between Cyrus and Elizabeth begin to shift. What starts as a one-sided pursuit gradually evolves into a more complex and nuanced relationship, as Elizabeth begins to assert her own agency and challenge Cyrus's assumptions about her. She refuses to be a passive object of his desire, and instead takes an active role in shaping the course of their interactions. This shift in dynamics is both exhilarating and terrifying for Cyrus, who is unaccustomed to being challenged in this way. His obsession with Elizabeth deepens as he becomes increasingly aware of her strength and resilience, qualities that both attract and frustrate him. For Elizabeth, this newfound sense of empowerment comes at a cost, as she must navigate the treacherous waters of Cyrus's obsession, while staying true to herself. The climax of Cyrus and Elizabeth's story is a moment of reckoning, where the true nature of their relationship is laid bare. It is a moment of intense emotional and psychological conflict, as both characters are forced to confront the consequences of their actions and the choices they have made. For Cyrus, this moment represents a test of his character and his capacity for genuine love and selflessness. Will he continue to pursue Elizabeth with the same single-minded determination, or will he come to realize that true connection cannot be forced or manipulated? For Elizabeth, the climax is a test of her resolve and her ability to stay true to herself in the face of overwhelming pressure. Will she succumb to Cyrus's advances and lose herself in the process, or will she find the strength to break free from his grasp and forge her own path? In the end, the story of Cyrus and Elizabeth is a cautionary tale about the dangers of obsession and the complexities of human relationships. It is a story that explores the fine line between love and possession, and the ways in which power dynamics can shape and distort our interactions with others. Through the lens of Cyrus's pursuit of Elizabeth, the narrative delves into themes of desire, control, and the search for identity, offering a nuanced and thought-provoking exploration of the human condition. As the final chapter unfolds, the fate of Cyrus and Elizabeth remains uncertain, leaving readers to ponder the true nature of their connection and the lessons that can be gleaned from their tumultuous journey.